London/Geneva, Reuters, Britain. A Euro trademark's foreign minister and United Nations human rights rapporteurs separately called on Thursday for the release of two Reuters reporters detained in Myanmar, after a judge rejected a request for their case to be dismissed. Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson said on Twitter that Myanmar must show its a commitment to media freedom while the UN Special Rapporteurs said in a joint statement that the pursuit of the case against W.A. Lone, 32, and Kai Oso, 28, gave rise to a grave concern for investigative journalism. A Myanmar government spokesman could not immediately be reached for comment. A court in Yangon has been holding preliminary hearings since January to decide whether the journalists will be charged for possessing secret government papers under the Colonial-era Official Secrets Act, which carries a maximum penalty of 14 years in prison. Judge Yelwin rejected on Wednesday a defense request to dismiss the case against the two reporters, who have been held since December, for lack of evidence. The judge said he wanted to hear the 8 remaining prosecution witnesses out of the 25 listed, according to defense lawyer Kin Mongza. On Tuesday, 7 Myanmar soldiers were sentenced to 10 years with hard labor in a remote area for participating in a massacre of 10 Rohingya Muslim men in northwestern Rakhine State last September, the army said. Yang He Lee, UN Special Rapporteur on Myanmar, and David K., UN Special Rapporteur on the right to freedom of opinion and expression, noted the journalists could be sentenced to longer terms if found guilty. Perpetrators of a massacre that was, in part, the subject of W.A. Lone and Kai Oso trademark's reporting have been sentenced to 10 years imprisonment. And yet these two reporters face a possible 14 years imprisonment. The absurdity of this trial and the wrongfulness of their detention and prosecution are clear, they said in a joint statement. Special rapporteurs are independent experts appointed by the UN. The country trademark's ambassador to the UN, Hao Du Swan, said last month that the journalists were not arrested for reporting a story, but were accused of illegally possessing confidential government documents. Army crackdown. An army crackdown, unleashed in response to Rohingya militant attacks on security forces in August, has been beset by allegations of murder, rape, arson, and looting. The UN and United States described it as ethnic cleansing, an accusation which Myanmar denies. Nearly 700,000 Muslim Rohingya have fled Rakhine State and crossed into southern Bangladesh since then. After the UN experts made their comments, Johnson took to Twitter on the case. Every disappointed to hear Burmese at Reuters journalists Kai Oso and W.A. Lone are now to face trial. He said. Reiterate my calls for their release. Burmese authorities must show their commitment to media freedom. At this stage the prosecutor is trying to persuade the court to file charges. The preliminary proceedings are still underway, and only after they are completed is the court expected to decide whether to send the two reporters to trial.